Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're playing a little bit of SimRail, the new ET22, just released yesterday with the new cargo DLC, new cargo pack. I've been playing it a fair bit, just trying to get used to the new train, the new locomotive, and new cars, which we've got here. Notably, these ones are empty, so the train we've got going here is a little lighter than maybe it's the other ones, but that's not a big problem. In fact, I'd say that's probably a little bit more important. Just because it's going to make our train a little more responsive here. So I'd say I've quite enjoyed my time with the ET22 so far, but that's coming as somebody who's quite enjoyed passenger routes with the EU07 and the EU08. Those two locomotives are very similar, basically identical except for top speed. They're two of my favorites in the game. I'd say they're my two favorites. So I'd say I'm a little bit biased in favor of these style of older Soviet-style locomotives. I do quite enjoy them. I'd say they're a little more challenging to play than some of the newer style locomotives, and especially the ET22s. But then again, I haven't played the ET250 with the new ETCS, so I guess I could say that there's a possibility that becomes a little more challenging. I find them quite rewarding. So if you're looking for something a little more challenging, maybe you've played this game a little longer, looking for something a little more challenging but a little more rewarding, I'd absolutely recommend this, especially if you're interested in cargo routes, because the majority of what you're going to be doing in ET22 is cargo routes. I did see a passenger route for the ET22, which I have played briefly, but I don't know how frequent that is going to be. I believe it was a regional service, sort of secondary one, but most of what you're going to be seeing is cargo routes for this locomotive. Definitely say that cargo routes are a little more challenging, at least for me personally, than passenger routes, just given the increased weight and length of the trains. Takes a little more practice getting used to them. My handling with them. But that being said, I've quite enjoyed my time with it so far. Only a couple hours, but so far so enjoyed. I can see myself really putting some time with this and really implementing it into a regular schedule of this game. Wondering what this plays like, it's very similar to the way I describe it. It's just as a EU07 with an extra gear, with an extra command resistant position. Because let's see, we've got one at 21 out of 48, there's one at 36 out of 48, and then there's obviously one at 48 out of 48. So, and each one of those has 6 shunt regulations. First one you can get up to 600 amperes, second one 1200, and then the third one is basically the one you don't have right now. 7, you get up to 1800. So that's basically the biggest difference between this 7. And you'll notice this has a little more power. So, but it's hard to really notice that because you're going to be running longer, heavier trains. You're going to be running longer, heavier trains with this. In the end, it sort of gets canceled out. Now this one is, this route that I'm running here is a little bit lighter, only 960 tons. In my time so far with this, my average has been around 2,000 tons, sort of this length, around 500 meters. So I'm sure they're around 400 meters, but 4,500 meters is kind of pretty much what I've been getting. These are the new coal cars that you can see. These ones are empty, however. So you can imagine what these are like when they're full of coal. It comes up to around here. But they've also added new routes, so you can actually get these ET22s running up on the main line, sort of following reverse order of the 1300 and Windows. Track up through connecting sort of the second line up to the first line, the main line. It's quite interesting. But the thing I've noticed is you end up getting sidelined a fair bit, just to allow faster traffic to move through, because you're always going to be the slowest thing. The thing that happens a lot is you're sort of capped to about 100 kilometers an hour most of the time. Sometimes it's slower, especially on side routes like this. You know, you end up getting capped 50, 60 kilometers an hour. But even on the main line, you usually end up getting capped to about 100 kilometers an hour. So you end up getting passed by ET22s or even the tracks that EU08s and even EU7s that are going to the 20 just have to pass it, so you get shunted off to the side rails to then pass. Yeah, it's a bit of a slow run up through the main line, especially with the spacing of some of these. Spacing of some of those runs, 10 to 15 kilometers between checkpoints. I'm not getting a ton of points for doing those runs, but it's still fun to try and manage your speed at those higher speeds. It can be quite challenging to manage your speed right there. You can really feel the weight of the locomotive turning on at those high speeds. Not so much as low speeds. That's the thing you notice is when you get shunted off to the side, it'll take you 2, 3, 4 kilometers sometimes to get back up to 100 kilometers an hour. quite, I don't know if impressive is the right word, but it's quite interesting to watch. Sort of take where I'm at when I start my acceleration or play it. So. Getting unlucky, you inherit money. But the nice thing about the multiplayer in this game is it doesn't really penalize you for being behind on your schedule. In fact, I'd say there's almost some kind of benefit to being a little behind on your schedule because you get stopped in a post or a station, it's got a long stop. At the end of that stop is long, so it's almost a little bit rewarding for you to be a little bit delayed, but didn't hear that. Definitely a little punishing to be a little bit early. 5 minutes early, then that's 5 minutes to your stop time. So. But that makes sense. Better to be leaving a little late than leave it early. As for what I think about this, I think if you've played this game for the last year and you're looking for something a little new, this fits right in. If you just picked up the game and you think this is some kind of must-have, it's really not. This is more an addition for veteran players who are looking for something a little new that still fits in with the flavor of the game. It's really just something a little bit different, a little bit more of the same. I would not recommend this for a brand new player. It's going to be a little bit more challenging. If you're a new player, I'd recommend this for. If you're a new player, I'd recommend starting off with passenger runs, get used to sort of passenger runs. Then I'd get used to cargo ones with the Dragon 2 with the tracks. And then I would consider getting into the slow flow. This is kind of the third step in the evolution of the SimRail player. I've seen some criticism about the price. The thing I'd say is this is the first DLC they put out in a year. If they're putting out, well, realistically, they're going to be putting out more than one DLC a year. They're putting out 2, 3, 4 DLCs a year at this price. It's not the end of the world. Also, this isn't a DLC that it's not a must-buy DLC. You can skip it if you want. So, for the price for an optional DLC, sure, it's a little high. But realistically, if you think it's too high, you don't have to buy it. They're not pumping out DLCs en masse. They're not overwhelming you with DLC. And the other thing is they put out a fair bit of free content. So we got the ET57, 71 in January. We got the ETCS today, or yesterday. So, it's not like they're just putting everything behind paywalls, and they're also putting out a fair number of bug fixes and other small quality of life changes. So, if charging $5-10 extra for $5-10 too much for DLC, but that means we get free patches, free content updates, and all that kind of stuff for everyone. I'd say that's a trade I'm willing to take. There's nothing revolutionary, there's nothing game-changing that's behind these DLCs. So, if you want to skip the DLC, you can skip the DLC. If you don't think it's for you, you don't have to buy it. I can understand why people are a little upset, but I'm not. I don't have a problem with that. I think if you do want to get it, I think it's actually worth money. It's money. It's a good quality product. You're going to enjoy it. You'll assume you know what you're getting into. There's a very good chance you enjoy the product. I'd say, yeah, it's the kind of thing you buy if you want to support developers, you know. But, overall, I'd say I'm not upset about this DLC. I understand why some people are. I'm not particularly upset about it. I have no reason to be. I think it's a good quality product. The amount of good quality products that you're putting out for this game, especially for free, I have no reason to be upset. That's all I'm saying. I'll say I've noticed about this game, this locomotive is in here now. It likes to grind its wheels a lot. Especially, not so much on the streets, which is realistic. I don't know too much about this exact locomotive, but it does seem to like to grind its wheels a little bit on trains. The other thing I noticed is it feels real small. It is unlike anything I've ever heard before. I've not heard any horn like that. This one is good to see how accurate that is to the kill of the best. It's fairly accurate. Given the number of similarity between this and the 7, for it to have a fairly similar form to that locomotive, but turns out it doesn't. Here you can really see, yeah, it's got some power to it. Keep in mind we're only about $1,000. fairly common. You're going to be seeing twice that. I've even seen 3,000 times. But pulling is no problem. 1,000 times no problem. No problems at all. Seems to be quite happy to pull this. So. Take another quick look around this. You can see it's pretty well detailed. The nice thing about this is, especially for people who enjoy the single player, is that has a full modeled engine. So I did the tutorial for this locomotive, and it has you going in engine room and flipping some switches, opening some valves. Keep an eye out for red aspect coming up. I've been gotta be careful of those red aspects that sneak up on you sometimes. Let it cruise home. Looks like we're just waiting for this guy to get out of our way and then there we're coming. Let's see what that's another one of our ET22s. Take a look at him. And you can see there. Oh, there's two of them double stacked. Interesting. I haven't seen that before. But there you can see the same freight wagons, but his are loaded up with coal. So just give you a quick look at that there. Get ourselves back up to 45 minutes now. Actually, we don't do that because we've got a 20 kilometer zone coming up. So easy to overbrake at these low speeds. We've got a radio change. Yeah. I find it so easy to miss both the radio changes and road signals. One signal. There is a part of me that wishes that they would bring me signal, but I feel that we kind of overcrowd this section, so I think it's probably for the best that we can put out. Did they leave it as is? I think that would probably be just a little bit too much for this top right hand section. But we're just kind of coming up towards the end of this one. Hopefully you could find this fairly easy run back on the ET22 and just give it another outside look. See, it's a pretty nice looking locomotive. New coal wagons. So let me know what you think about both this locomotive commentary. Not super exciting, but hopefully you enjoyed it. Thinking about doing this a little more often. So let me know if you've read it, and I'll try and implement some changes you guys suggest in the comments. Wonder how they get the full wagons down the whole line here, but that we don't have to worry about, so I'm not going to concern myself with it. So let's just out here, get our points and go home. I'd be interested to see how many points we got here. Well, there we go. Just about 3,000 points, 41 minutes. That's not too bad. Yeah. Did a little bit just before starting the camo. So you can see a couple checkpoints, a few overspeeds here. Yeah. Missed a horn. That's about it. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you again next time.